This right here is my favorite thing ever. In the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
Get ready to fly!
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zachary Nolan. Carter Nolan is back behind the camera.
And tired.
Yes, we're both tired. We're sorry this video is going up a bit later than we'd like it to. All good, all well and dandy. Hope you enjoy it nonetheless. It's worth waiting for because it's a win, right, baby? It's a win. It's always worth waiting for wins, especially when they happen, unless they don't happen often enough. But this one was lovely. The Winnipeg Jets win 3-2 over the Tampa Bay Lightning, sweeping the Florida series and sweeping the series against the Lightning for the first time in franchise history. Big deal. Big deal. Love this. This game was goddamn stressful. However, it is worth noting, and I feel like some people kind of misunderstood me on this last game. Last game, I was kind of going by the numbers. It wasn't too eccentric because it was just happy that the Jets won. It wasn't a good game last game against the Florida Panthers. Tonight, though, was a lot better. Wasn't perfect. Relied a lot on Hellebuck. But you can't sit there and say this was not a better game than last night. It was. It was a much better game. And say this wasn't a better game than last night. You can't sit there and say that. Yeah, correct. I corrected myself. But yeah, let's get this game out of the way. Get this started. Jets are starting Connor Hellebuck once again. Even though it is a back-to-back, you're coming down the stretch. We got to do it. We got to keep running Hellebuck. Also, speaking of which, later this week, I'm going to live stream. And I wanted to tell you guys this now so you don't pop up before I will live stream against the Boston Bruins, I think, because Carter's going to that game so I can use his laptop. It's lovely. Like that plan. But anyway, about tonight, Connor Hellebuck is in net. It's Hellebuck versus Vasilevsky. Great goaltending matchup. How would it stack up? Would we have a metaphorical chess match? A goaltending duel? We would, but not right away because Alex Killorn would score 1 minute into the first period to make it 1-0 Lightning reaction here. Not a great start. Where does this puck go? Oh, that's tight. Oh, fuck, he went in. Well, that is not a honky-dory. It's tough because DeMello reacts a fraction of a second too late. The puck just kisses over the red line. Sucks. It happens, though. It just matters now, how do you work from this? Because it's a bad... Let's break this down. It's a bad rush. And who generates it? Mr. Drama himself. Carter's already predicting it, which is scary to me. But yeah. Perennial Michael Ward champion Logan Stanley. Yeah. He's just not good. He's not good. But guess what? He gets the Mike Ward for the worst Jet. But guess what? He still got an assist on a Nate Schmidt goal reaction here. Yes. I don't know how that went in. This team has not been playing great for the first half of the period, but it's time. I take that, sir. I take that, lads and lasses. Ugly start to this game, but thank God we have some momentum. Sorry, I misspoke. It's actually Mikey Easimont acting as a double agent. That was the plan all along. We got Nemestikov and Easimont. Big brain. Chevy has a big brain. You don't understand because you're small brain. Small brain, man. Yeah, no, it was just fucking luck. Deflected off and goes in. Lucky bounce. We'll take it. We go to the second period tied at 1, which is not as good of a start that we had in Florida. However, what balances out the game in Florida is how good defensively the Jets were. The Jets' penalty kill was huge when it needed to be, and it needed to be for a lot of the second and third period. Nino Niederreiter, though, early in the second on the power play, would score to give the Jets a 2-1 lead reaction here.
Woo! Let's go! Nino again, baby! Woo! Yes! Yeah! Power play.
That is a monster goal for the Jets. The first, and they're showing more. The good thing about this, let me collect myself and my thoughts, is that the Jets are converting on the power play, but in different spots on the ice. It cannot be stressed enough how important that is. The Jets in the past have been very one-dimensional in their power play. Their penalty kill has been solid, except last night when it wasn't. But their power play has struggled when guys have fallen into injury. We've seen now in the past 2 games, the power play has shown more seams. Nemestikov in front of the net. Niederreiter in the high slot. Niederreiter deflecting. This one is a shot that gets stopped by Vasilevsky, goes wide. Niederreiter wraps around and goes 5-hole to make it 2-1. Beautiful play. Jets then do not go away. A lot of pressure against the Jets here. Hellebuyck makes some great saves. But it's Morgan Barron on the rebound of a tight play at the net to make a 3-1 reaction here.
What do you think? What are the odds here? Like, do you think we're good?
It's hard to tell.
Because I would argue that, that the guy chasing our guy goes to the net, and we make no attempt to, let's see. Do we... Oh, God. Dad, we might be in trouble in this one. Oh, no. Push. They pushed. That's a push. We're good.
This is, as you can tell from my reaction, this was a tight play of the net. Appleton throws it towards the net. Brendan Dillon's going hard. The initial stop is made by Vasilevsky. Puck gets loose. Dillon gets tied up in front of the net and knocks over Vasilevsky, and Morgan Barron is on the doorstep to score the rebound. Worth noting, Vasilevsky, I think, overcommits to this first shot on its own. I don't think he realizes he doesn't handle it cleanly and just keeps falling over. It's tough to say. It's a tough call. I thought this could go either way. The biggest thing that I think was the biggest detractor here was the point of how much of it was a bang play. The fact that Sergachev does lean on Brendan Dillon once he gets into the net rather than a pull motion. If he had went to pull him instead of pushing him or leaned on him and Dillon stayed over top of the net, it would have been a lot more egregious. Also, too, when Dillon makes contact with Vasilevsky, he makes it as he's leaving the crease. So he gets the shot off, there's a little bit of contact, and then he rolls outside of the crease, the area of the crease, if you're looking at it up-down. However, the up-down angle is also worse because you could see more contact there. Barron gets the rebound. I don't know if he's stopping that either way. It could have went either way, but the call on the ice was a goal, and they do confirm that reaction here.
Oh, not you.
Yes! Yes! Woo!
Massive. That means we get a power play. What shall we do with it? Let's get scored on shorthanded. Wait, what?
Neil Pionk was way too low. He's got to realize that the play ain't working.
Oh. Okay. Personally, that's not what I would have done. Also, too, and honestly, Neil Pionk's lucky that I've already gifted the Mike Award already for the worst Jet, because guess what? That would have been another joint ownership, dual citizenship co-parenting bullshit because Neil Pionk was trying to make too much happen on this power play. You're up by 2. You're up by 2. Settle it down and just take your time. You already have a power play goal tonight. You don't need to force that shot through a seam of 2 people to get it to the net. If you see that there are guys in the high slot, send it over to Kyle Connor. He will just alleviate the pressure and get it working. They don't do that, and Cirelli gets a breakaway and scores to make it 3-2. That would then set us up. That was at the exact halfway mark of the game, was it 3-2. And then after that, not a single goal happens after that. But there's a lot of close chances. We go to the third period. Also, too, it's worth noting in the second period, Scheifele gets called for a hit to the head on Anthony Cirelli. Penalties were pretty fair, I'd say. It's funny. It's a funny one. Scheifele doesn't do anything to Cirelli, but Cirelli gets hit by Scheifele, if that makes sense. Scheifele does nothing to put his elbow out. However, he skates by him and he nicks him. And Scheifele was not happy about this, and I think this is mostly because of the anger-inducing play that he had called against him last night, where he nearly got a 5-minute major for literally nothing on Gustav Forsling. So he's a little bit on edge, which I understand. He takes a 2-minute for headshot. It's a 2-minute penalty. I'll give it a 2-minute. It's funny. I don't think this gets called in the playoffs, but this game, I'll take a 2-minute penalty. I feel better about this now that knowing we win, but still. And then he's lucky he doesn't get an unsportsmanlike conduct by slamming his stick against the glass while in the box. Didn't realize this until I went and watched online where people were just ripping into Scheifele, and I was like, oh, alrighty then. We're doing this again. But yeah, no. Going to the third period, Jets defend the house. They defend everything. It's chaotic. Also, too, this actually needs to be said. Stenlund takes a trip penalty right after Scheifele in the second period, and the Jets have a 5-on-3 penalty kill. Woo-wee! That was terrifying, but we did it, lads! We got through it! We go to the third period. Jets, again, defending great. They're putting enough pressure, though. They get 3 separate breakaways in this third period. They score on none of them because Vasilevsky is a little bit better than the average Bear. But, like, good chances, honestly. And then here's the final sequence of play. If you could translate what I'm trying to say in this, I'd be astounded. I think it's pig Latin. Reaction here.
No! Come on! That's the fucking it! No! No! Oh! Get out of there! Get out of there! Yes! 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 They gave us a goal. That doesn't even matter.
Yeah, just a lot of words. Words with no meaning. Just sound effects with no language. But yeah, it's all that and all there. But yeah, 3 stars for the game. Connor Hellebuck will get the first star. Of course, it's kind of a thank your goalie. It has to be done in this type of a game. Second star, Morgan Barron, game-winning goal. First goal in a while, and it's great to see depth scoring. Honorable mention, Mason Appleton. Mason Appleton, despite only getting 1 assist in 2 games, had a great trip to Florida. Both games, he gets an assist on the game-winning goal. He creates the game-winning goal, arguably. And in the prior game, he was doing all he could to put a lot of pressure on Florida and Tampa Bay's respective defense. I think this is an underrated trip for Mason Appleton. And then third star, because I think that was honorable mention, was Mason Appleton. Third star, tougher to decide. A lot tougher to decide. But when in doubt, Nino Niederreiter. He continues his point scoring streak to 6 games, I believe. He has one less points than he has games played as a Winnipeg Jet, which is phenomenal. Between him and Vladislav Nemestikov, both acquisitions have been money for the Jets. Jets now have one more game on the road before they go back home. That game is in Carolina, and then they go back home to play the Boston Bruins. Unfortunately, a little bit of bad news tonight. Not that it's dreadful, but the Jets were not able to make any progress over the Calgary Flames and the Nashville Predators because both of them ended up winning their respective games. The only progress made is the fact that now the Flames and Predators have one less game to catch up to the Jets because they played a game. So it's still a 3-game deficit. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like on the video, and we'll see you soon, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Connor, the old special top for Connor, and score! Pierre Luc